Hey guys, okay, so I'm really excited today because I actually booked a trip to an all-inclusive and I wanted to actually show you guys the reviews because I'm actually a little bit worried as well too. Of course, for you guys who don't know, I live in Trinidad and Tobago, two islands, right? But one is like, there's a small one which is Tobago that's right to the upper east of Trinidad itself. And so Tobago is supposed to be like the tourist destination, etc. So sometimes I decide that I'd spend some time in Tobago. Very rare, but I found that all-inclusive. And what was a bit strange is that this all-inclusive apparently has like two names for the same thing. And so I'm thinking that it's switched over. Long story short, this is a resort from a company called Rex Resorts that does some pretty good all-inclusives because I've actually gone to like St. Lucia, Grenada, and those places were really, really nice. And that was the all-inclusive by Rex Resorts as well. So I decided that what the heck, I'd take a little relaxation, vacation, and head to Starfish Tobago. So I just want to switch over to the screens where I'll show you guys that it looks like Rex Resorts has switched over to another company, and then we're going to go through some quick reviews. And from that, because that has me a little bit nervous, from that, when I actually go there, I'll probably be able to give you guys an update on whether those reviews were actually true or not, right? So stay tuned as I switch over onto the other screen. Alright guys, okay, so the name of the actual place is Starfish Tobago, and nice name, right? Starfish, feeling Caribbean here already. Not that I'm not in the Caribbean, but as I said, we don't, we don't really get to have that much fun when we're working. So this is a literal short vacation. Just 2 nights, 3 days at this place called Starfish Tobago. And so they have like different, they have like, all-inclusive sometimes have different dining facilities and so forth. So anyways, we get into it. So this thing says, very quickly, oh, what's going on with the internet? What's going on with the internet? Okay, it's taking really, really long. That was one of the things that I noticed about the actual site was really slow. So I guess there are a lot of people are actually interested in it. Now, this is one of the really, really cheaper versions. We got rooms for like $172 a night, which is actually cheap for all-inclusive and all you can eat, etc., right? But again, I don't know what the food is going to be like necessarily until we look at the reviews, because I had to look at the reviews, right? So we get to that real quick. All right, so this says that it has a seaside restaurant. It has a grill. Nice. So I won't be hungry. Kiskadi is another restaurant apparently, and a crusoe bar, etc. I don't drink alcohol, but I'm gonna drink like the other drinks and whatever, fruit punch, etc. That kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna break the bank for them, and of course a swim up bar, etc. Right? So check the thing. This is the other site, which is like the same place, right? But through Rex Resort, which is what I'm accustomed to doing. So accustomed to going. So it looks like they switched over management of some sort, alright? So I'm just showing you guys that the fact that it's called Turtle Beach Resort, but it is the same thing as Starfish. Alright? So it is the same thing as Starfish. Alright, so let's move on very quickly to TripAdvisor because I'm nervous. I already paid the money, so I might as well go to see what it looks like, alright? So Starfish, let's scroll up really quick to the reviews. And so it claims to be a 3 out of 5 star hotel. Not bad for the price, etc. As I said, if I had to go to Sandals, it would probably have been a lot more. Even though the quality might be really, really good, it would have been a lot more, right? So it says like free parking, free internet, pool, bar, lounge, etc. All these different standard things, air conditioned, private balcony, that kind of stuff. So where is it? Right. Okay. So guys, check this out. So we have some good reviews, 3 out of 5. Where they said, the island itself is beautiful. And look, this person actually goes through and she says, Tanya says, easy check-in, not crowded, fantastic sea, clean room, everything worked, could always find something to eat at the buffet, drinks were good, etc. So what we're really interested in is the cons, right? How bad it's going to be, how good it's going to be. So, as she goes on, she says, service could have been a bit better all around. Okay, that's subjection, that's a subjective sort of thing because, I could think service is great and somebody else could think service is not good. The staff just didn't seem overly thrilled to be there. Oh my. Yeah, so that's why I'm really, really nervous about going here, because I'm wondering if the staff is going to treat me bad. I'm not really a picky person. So, I'm a little bit nervous on, like we actually pay the money. We would think that we would be the guests, but it sounds as if the staff might be the guests, right? So I have to tread really carefully not to upset anybody, etc., right? So she does go on to say it's very pleasant, but just lacking the extra bit of happy that I've experienced in other places. And this is unfortunately the scenario and the issue with Tobago. Tobago is a really beautiful place, but I think that in a way, when the service is not on par with other islands, that it really affects us, and I think that's where the problem is. The problem is, of course, the service. Yes, the resort is in a need of a facelift, as it is very tired, but it didn't dampen our stay at all. Okay, right, okay. So tired meaning, I guess, outdated. Maybe could do with a little bit of paint, etc. Once it's not really super rundown, I will be okay. As I said, I'm not really, really picky about that. But she also mentions that Tobago is a beautiful and authentic place, and I hope they continue to protect the turtles, because Starfish, right in front of that beach, apparently turtles come. But they come during March to, I think, March, April, May, and I think June, and sometimes in September. They're not going to come, it's January, so I'm not going to necessarily get to see the turtles as well. But that's okay, that's not a deal breaker for me, because I just wanted to chill, I just wanted to eat. The whole reason is actually because we have been fasting for like 21 days, and I'm going to break fast on the Thursday when we go, which is this week. And I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to eat. I'm going to actually be able to eat meat again, because I stopped eating meat while I was fasting, all right? But check, I want to show you some of the the bad reviews, right, that we're going through. Check this one from Kavita. Kavita says, it's not worth it. And she goes on to say, very quickly, the bartender had an attitude and thought it's a problem to make certain drinks. When at the restaurant, we had to keep calling the waitress every second because the table wasn't set or no one checked us when we were seated for drinks or coffee, etc. I mean, to me, that doesn't sound like Kavita is really a mean person. It means, that is something you would probably expect, the basic things you would expect when you go and you want to sit down to dine and eat, right? You would expect that at a normal restaurant. They said that the restaurant was understaffed. No one was monitoring when the food ran out of the buffet, and we had to constantly go looking for staff to ask for certain items. Wow, that's really, really hard. That's why I'm so nervous. I'm literally really, really nervous. I'm hoping that it's not going to be like that. There was actually a review that said that, nighttime, the food would start at 7. You make sure and reach for 7 p.m. because the food's going to run out after that. So I was like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen if we reach for 8? And I'm hungry and I don't get enough food for the night. What am I going to do overnight? So these are the things that will discourage the average tourist to visit because of these kind of things as well. So yeah, this my goodness. As I say, I'm kind of really, really excited about this because to see these negative reviews and to actually go and experience something totally different would be really, really awesome, I have to tell you. It will totally not be awesome, though, if these reviews are true. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I will do, but we'll see how as it goes. So they said the array for lunch is limited. I'm okay. I'm not picky. If I have chicken and maybe some rice and vegetables, I'm totally fine. So that's not going to be a problem for me. The bartender didn't mix the drink I ordered from the waitress, and I had to go over myself and ask for it, and he fussed. My goodness, yeah. So that's, I don't know, most of the times I try to, keep things calm and really not react when people are, kind of misbehaving, etc. But I just hope that this guy doesn't really rub me the wrong way, but we'll see how it goes. The menu was limited there. There was no chicken option, only beef and veggie. Yeah, beef and veggie will work for me. The rest you had to pay for, even though it was an all-inclusive package. Now, I thought that was kind of strange because I'm, purchasing the all-inclusive package. Oh, by the way, I just noticed that it actually says $142. The $142 that you're seeing there is not the all-inclusive package. Be careful. If you have to purchase this package, look for the all-inclusive icon. It's usually a little bit more. The $142 US package is only for breakfast. All right? So, anyways, coming back to this. So the rest you have to pay for. I mean, that would be really bad advertising if that is the case. So I'm hoping that's not the case. And again, this video is not to fully judge the Rex Resorts, or let's say Starfish in this case, because Rex Resorts, as far as I know, is really, really good. But Starfish Tobago. So we'll see how it goes. And so, apart from the poor service, what was the most upsetting was the poor business plan. To get a customer to want to come back, you need to create a fantastic food time. I totally agree with Kavita. So the thing is, apparently when I was reading through this, they were saying that there were some people who were getting different colored bands, for all inclusive they give you a band. So apparently I think it's a blue band and a gold band, according to what I read. And like when you revisit the same the Starfish a second time around, you get a different color band and then you get special treatment. And while that might be good, but I think that everybody, if you call it an all-inclusive, should get the all-inclusive package mostly. If you have to do a special treatment, that should be secretive, like personal to your room, where like they send you like maybe like a bottle of non-alcoholic wine or whatever it is that extra that you may not get being a normal all-inclusive. I think that's what they should be doing. So I'm really I really am concerned, kind of excited, kind of anxious, kind of nervous, bitter happy, all in one, that kind of feeling. That's how I feel about this. So I feel like I'm going to explore a new world and really judge for myself, and that's kind of the fun thing about vacationing and so forth. So yeah, there's another part where it says my dad went to order coconut water. Apparently he's a cancer patient, okay, and the bartender says this is for people to drink as chaser. I thought that was really that was hard if the bartender did that, because the only difference between it being a chaser, I would assume, I'm not a drinker, but I'm saying if it's a chaser, then you put the coconut water in and then you put like some kind of alcoholic or spirit or liquor or whatever in it. So if someone wants one without liquor, they can't get it. That just doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm wondering, I'm actually wondering if that's something that could actually tick me off, and it probably would. And so I'm hoping it's not going to be like that. But as I said, I will plan to do an update of this video, so the video itself will give due justice and so forth of what actually my experience will actually be. But that being said, there's a whole lot. There's another one from, and I'm not going on for very long. This is my last review. But they're saying it's a terrible hotel. Came here for the family, and it was relatively expensive. The person is saying all-inclusive resort. It was apparently terrible. Now I don't know if these guys or these people who are reviewing, they get to see other places, experience other places, etc. And so maybe they have a better idea of what to expect and so forth. The food was mediocre at best, and if you don't like a plate of, I don't know what beige is, don't come here. I don't know. The swimmer bar is non-existent. It isn't staffed and it isn't kitted. I don't know what kitted is. And the bar staff never seem to leave first gear, leaving you waiting 10 minutes for a drink. Yeah, I think 10 minutes is a little bit long, especially if the drinks are right there and you just have to do it. I did have like one experience at Rex Resort, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as this, where I felt like the bartender was doing me a favor. I'm talking about just non-alcoholic drinks, by the way, guys. All right, I'm not representing otherwise, and it doesn't feel very nice when you pay and you sort of expect that. It's not like you're asking for more than what you should probably get, which is to be able to get your drinks, etc., or get your food or whatever it is. So I understand what I'm saying. So with that being said, I'm not going to make that spoil my vacation. Hopefully, we'll really have to see how that goes. But I just thought I would bring this and share this with you guys. And as I said, this is I'm going to hopefully follow up with a review of what actually happens at the resort as well, because I want to go to the beach. I want to snorkel a little bit. They actually have free snorkeling apparently. Snorkel gear that you could use right at the beach. So that's kind of nice. That's why I actually choose Rex Resort, because they actually have that in their all-inclusive package, and that's like fairly free. And among other things, all the Rex Resorts are really kind of laid back, quiet. There's not a lot of people. There hasn't been a lot of children, but I don't know if it's going to have a lot more children this round. But yeah, so you get like the pool, you get a nice balcony. Usually I ask for upstairs and I try to get upstairs if possible, where I get nice sea breeze next to the sea and so forth. And so they normally choose nice beaches to build those hotels and so forth, and that's why I choose them. They are a lot cheaper than Sandals, and that's sort of why I kind of save money as well and still enjoy myself and have a good time with family and so forth. So with that being said, guys, thank you for viewing this video. Might be long, might be strange, but again, might be advertising Tobago as well too, and maybe putting some people, in warning some people that they shouldn't really provide bad service to their customers as well too. That would be very, very important. An important lesson to learn there as well too. And with that being said, guys, stay tuned to another episode coming soon where I actually answer and show you my experience there. With that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Have an awesome day today. Take care. Bye.